Well, when I popped onto the old Spotify, it says Hot Dogs Unleashed have a new song. And they might have a new album here. I haven't done any Unleashed on the channel, and I haven't done any, I haven't listened to any Unleashed in a very long time. And I had mentioned on a prior video that I actually tried to speak to this band because I saw them with two other bands. One was called Epidemic, and I can't remember who they toured with, but they didn't speak much English. So doing the, very good, you know, they were like, oh. And I want to say they're Swedish, so I think this is like Swedish heavy metal or death metal. I don't know. It's been a very, very long time since I've heard them, so we're going to get into the song "The King Lost His Crown" today. Are you ready for that? What we like to do here on the first listens is we learn about the band, and then we listen to the song together for the very first time. I have not heard this song. So, if you're ready, let's go for it. Unleashed. They have 36,850 monthly listeners to the Spotify account. Top 5 songs. Before the Creation of Time has 956,000 plays. You've got Midvinterblot. So they're going to be Swedish, right? 676,000 plays. The King Has Lost His Crown is moving up the charts. That's the song that we're doing here today. 10,819 plays. To Asgard We Fly. 441,000 plays, and Dead Forever, 239,000 plays. So there you go with that. Now what we like to do is look into the albums and see what this band has released over their career. They've been around a long time. I'm going to say late 90s, early 90s. Yes, you've got Where No Life Dwells is a reissue, 1991. The years are all wackadood on this. Shadows in the Deep, that says 2006. You got Shadows in the Deep, 1992, so that was a reissue. So Shadows in the Deep, 1992. Then you got Across the Open Sea, 1993. Live in Vienna, 93. Victory, 1995. Eastern Blood, Hail to Poland, 1996. These guys going to be Polish? Warrior, 2006. Hell's Unleashed, 2002. Sworn Allegiance, 2004. Yeah, the years are all Midvinterblot, Hammer Battalion. Oh, this one's going to be hard to say. As Yggdrasil Trembles. Odleheim, Dawn of the Nine, in 2015. The Hunt for White Christ. The Hunt for White Christ, 2018. And then this new single, The King Has Lost His Crown. Yes, I opened that up to see if it was actually an album. It is not. The King Has Lost His Crown, the song that we're doing today. Now what we like to do is look into related artists. Who might they have played shows with? Who have they toured with? Maybe that Epidemic band. Maybe something will spark from that old show I saw many years ago. You got Gorefest. These are going to be death metal. Malevolent Creation. Grave. I had a couple Grave albums that was great. Vomitory. Flesh Crawl. I've never heard any Flesh Crawl. The Delightful and Wonderful Entombed. Sinister. We played a show, my old metal band back in the 90s played a show with Sinister, Cynic, and Cannibal Corpse with Chris Barnes. Benediction, Deicide, Bolt Thrower, Chrysian, and The Crown. The Crown, that might be something interesting to look into. Now it is that time. And yes, you've got an image here, and it's of 4 dudes. And the guy front and center is the fella that I tried to speak to. I want to say it was him that I tried to say, good, very goodly, your band is. And he said, hi, what's this little asshole saying to me? I don't understand. They're looking into that camera as if to say, Shane, get over here, man, because we want to give you a punch in the face and then a great big hug. Warriors, or it says, Warriors! Exclamation point. Hear the sound of the battle cry. Currently working on their newest album, 14th studio album, slated to appear on Napalm Records for a 2021 release. Legendary Swedish trailblazers, Unleashed, have forged a modern death metal weapon from the blood and the spirit of their Viking ancestors. For more than 31 years, the warriors of Unleashed have been the ultimate embodiment of death metal and are seen as founding fathers of the Viking death metal movement as well. Viking death metal movement. Without ever having compromised in the slightest, they managed to unite the spirit of the Viking tradition with the grandeur of the purest form of death metal to this day. Ha! Take that. Right? They're really telling you, they're laying it down to you. They're saying, we're the Viking death metalers, you son of a bitch. Don't you think not? We're not. Right? It's that time, my friends, my wonderful friends. We're getting into it. This is the magic nipple. I give you a taste, I take a taste. We listen to The King Lost His Crown. Have I been saying The King Has Lost His Crown? No, it's just called The King Lost His Crown. Man, where did he lose it? I'll tell you where he lost it. The last place he looked for it, right? Here we go. Let's get into this. Death metal surfing. Like that you can understand him. That bass. It's a great riff. An army of mice. Oh, I like that. That's great. Drummer's killing it. Upon his holy ground. I was going to say, upon his holy ground. We kind of ended it that way. Upon his holy ground. Yeah, it's been a long... To Asgard we fly. I mean, I'll tell you what I do like about Unleashed that maybe I forgot about or I never knew. I like the fact that he's got the gruff and the growly. Some people don't like the gruff and growly vocal, but if you're going to have the gruff and growly vocal, I do like the fact that you can damn near make out every word that he's saying in it. That was pretty solid. That was pretty tight and right. But you know what? My opinion means jack squat around here, because my favorite part of the video is where I get in the comments below and I read your thoughts and opinions on what you think of the song that we do here. And in this particular video where you're putting your comments, it will be about Unleashed. It'll be about their career. It'll be about this song, The King Lost His Crown. Okay, good, great, fantastic. Yes, Shane, I'm a huge fan of Unleashed. I have followed them from day one. I am still with them. I love them to death. They are fantastic, and I love everything that they've done. Well, if that's the case, what is your favorite album of all time from Unleashed? What are your favorite songs of all time from Unleashed? So they have some good music videos that we could check out. I'm sure over that span of 30 years, they've got some pretty good ones that we could get into. And what is your all-time favorite song? What did you think of this song, The King Lost His Crown? What are your thoughts and takes as a fan of Unleashed or not even a fan of Unleashed? What did you think of the song? Or not good, not great. Shane, I'm not a huge fan of the growly vocal. I'm not a huge fan of death metal. They are very talented. They have the skills, and I can see why they've been around for 30 years. Alas, it is not my cup of tea. I don't want it. I don't want to hear it again. I won't ever hear it again. That's all I got for that, okay? All of that can be put in the comments below. You find wonderful folks. I hope you're taking good care of yourself. I hope you're getting out, getting a little fresh air, getting a walk in, getting breathing exercises, just overall taking care of your health, you know, trying to cut back on the bad habits and put more of the good habits in there. If you have a hard rock, a heavy metal special request, you want to see it on the channel, it's a very simple and easy process. Click the link in the description below. Down there in the description, you will see a link to t-shirts. You will see a link to put in requests to join the Patreon. And you can also find a link to purchase the music that we do here from the bands that we do here. Other than that, that's all I've got, I think. You can always put your requests in the comments as well, and we'll get to them if we ever get to them. You will be shocked, amazed, surprised, and delighted if you put your request in the comments, and then one day, boop, there it is. It could be 1 week later. It could be 9 years later, okay? That's all I got for this. Swinging it for kisses, loving you so much. Unleashed.
The king lost his crown.